Alright, here we go. This is old Brookie. What I want to try is using the Jimi Hendrix Fuzzface and combining it with this Caline English Man and a Proco Rat. So I'm going to try to do some gain staging. So I'm going to try to bring the gains down a little bit on these. First, let's just check out like the sound of the Telecaster into the Champ. Got a little slap back on there. Let's add the Rat. Nice and trashy. And that cleans up a little bit with our volume control. The gain is somewhere around maybe 10 o'clock. Those can be a pretty good little overdrive. Now I'll try the English Man. That thing's got a lot of gain. I'm going to bring it down, clean it up. Alright, less gain. Cool, now a little more volume. Let's combine that with the Rat. That's kind of cool. Nice and bright. And then the Fuzzface, which is set kind of conservative. Whoa. I'm going to bring that down a little bit. A little more. And we know that cleans up. Alright. Now let's try the Fuzzface with the English Man. So it's not just, you know, soaked in saturation. Which is kind of cool. You know, we can easily add more distortion on these. Now let's add the Rat. So we'll have all three of them kind of set. Not so extremely gain heavy. Whoa. See how it cleans up. Kind of trashy in a nice way. Let's add some gain on the fuzz. More gain, let's max it out. Now a little more gain on the Englishman. Take the fuzz out. That's pretty cool, man. So it's pretty much infinite what you can do with a fuzz, an overdrive, and a distortion. I think that English Man's a little hotter than I would pick for this, but it just kind of came in on a trade, so I'm just hanging out with it for a while. It seems to have a whole bunch of level. You know, if you want to turn it up, it's level set to 9 o'clock, and it was maybe at 12 o'clock. It was super loud. So I'm not that familiar with that, but the good old Rat, man, pretty cool. Rat's pretty cool by itself. They're all cool by themselves, but combining them, it's just a fun thing to do. And then you can, you know, play with less gain and just try to make one feed the next, and that will feed the next. And they just sort of, that gain combines in a way. Again, it's kind of infinity is how you set them, but it gives you a lot of different, you know, if you want one that's real loud or one that's less loud, you can play with them and have one be like a boost for a loud solo, And of course the volume control is super interactive. Alright, thanks for letting me show you about those pedals combined.